Hey guys, Keel Lancer here. Welcome back to Keel Lancer Gaming. Don't forget the thumbs up button, guys. That definitely helps me and the YouTube algorithm. Yes, YouTube is a strange place for this channel to be on when it comes down to putting content up, due to YouTube has, this crazy algorithm, guys. It's just really nuts. And also, I've been doing a lot of things when it's coming down to my t-shirt business, and it's just been so many things just been going on lately that I'm just not going to get in and discuss. But today we're going to be talking about the Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds has major framework problems when it comes down to certain things, and we're going to dive in on this video. Remember, this is my opinion, guys, okay? Before I buy a game, the first thing I look for are visuals, main characters, what the main characters look like pretty much. Story plot, gameplay mechanics, music, and pricing. I won't go deep into this on this video, guys. That's going to be a video to itself, and I'm pretty sure you guys are really going to enjoy that video when it comes out eventually, okay? Let's jump into one of the major points, okay? How the people were in the universe. Every person I spoke to was almost the same to me. Everybody I spoke to was almost the same. I don't really think it's because of their environment too much, but rather the objective within the game. You know, how they switched the roles between male and females within the game. The men on the game felt dumb and useless at times. Yeah, sure, some were funny, but most of them are just there, to be honest. Like, I like having a wide range of people in my games, not a one-trick pony. In my opinion, not a one-trick pony. Most of the roles the men played were desk jobs, sometimes soldiers, are just useless fools. A good example of this is Zora Blackwood, tough, hard edge, female soldier, and also she's a doctor. And the leader of this I'm gonna call it a cult or movement, which is the leader Graham. He just felt like he felt very spineless and very stupid, especially the quests that he had you go on, which was more so a lot of self-quests, in my opinion. Like, he wanted to get videos and a bunch of stuff that'll pass his time by instead of worrying about his people. All right? And then every woman I met on the game, they felt like a Han Solo. These particular ladies on the game as just badasses, and it was just annoying the heck out of me. Like, this game had a lot of dysfunctional things that were in play within the universe, but nothing too strong to make these certain characters act this way. I played too many games to count where the environment shaped the male and the female, but not too much to the point where one character played one particular role heavily. A good example of a balance is Horizon Zero Dawn. The environment that they lived in was in ruin. The world was pretty much like survival of the fittest type of world. However, every person played their role. You had male hunters, you had female hunters. They felt more real because despite everything around them, they still had a sense of self identity with their genders and stuff like that, and some expectations in the roles. Now, the exception to the rule was the heroine Alo, and her character was fleshed out and was given a reason as to why she was doing what she was doing. And I enjoyed that about that character, seeing my brothers play this game. I own the game now. I got it digitally. I have the DLC with it, and I'm going to play it once I get my PS5. And yes, guys, I don't have the PS5 right now. All right, so we're going to get on to the second issue, okay, which was the cast, the main characters. I won't be adding Victor, Max, Sam, or Nuyuka, whatever you want to call her. Even though I don't like her as a character, I can't take away from her that she is fully fleshed out and given somewhat of a reason as to how she became who she is. You know, the drinking and the whack behind Han Solo type of badass attitude, which was corny in my opinion with her. But nonetheless, she's still a developed character. Now, Felix is one of those characters that has one of the weakest story plots. You get him on the Groundbreaker. His dream is to join a starship and become a part of a crew. In order to find out more about him, you have to do his companion quest. He has one of the shortest ones that doesn't really tell you much about him. He has this person that he looks up to who tries to use him to do some dirty work, lying to him just so he can kill this person to basically support his movement and his agenda. Doesn't really tell you much about Felix. Okay, moving on to Pravati. Now, her story was interesting when you first get her on your side and stuff like that, and some of the interactions on the ship along with the other cast members. She fell apart as a character the moment you do the moment you do her side quest. You spent a good amount of time trying to hook her up with Julie, which was very cringing in my opinion. It was very cringing. I wanted to know more about her, not about her trying to be with someone. Also, she has the second longest quest lines to Victor Max's storyline, and you do a lot of backtracking on her story, and you spend a lot of money on her story arc. I mean, a lot of money. Okay, then you have Ellie. Now, Ellie, oh my god, her quest line adds nothing to her as a person. She's the most pessimistic person you will ever get on your side, or even or just in general on the game. In my opinion, her whole storyline is her wanting to live her own life, live her life on the edge. The major reason of this is because she's one of those rich girls that wanted to get away from like her family and be like rebellious towards her family. Lastly, when you meet her folks, you find out they took out like an insurance plan on her to get money. So you have to help her spike her folks. As I stated, it adds nothing to her character. She learns nothing. She learns nothing through this whole entire adventure. My final point is the DLC. It's so far apart, little like fetch quests and stuff like that within the DLC from what I've seen. And you only can access this like if you already beat the game. It takes you back to a save point that you saved before you beat the game. But just in case, guys, make another save file in my opinion. This whole DLC just blew my mind. It was just very short. My friend Dev told me about it. Some people say that you can beat it in 3 hours. Some people say you can beat it in 8 hours. It all depends. The Outer Worlds, when it comes down to its framework, the 3 points I made, really messes up the experience for me. It might not mix the experience up for you guys, but for me it does. And I'm pretty sure there's some other gamers out there that might feel the same way about this game. The game is fun combat-wise. The game is fun loot-wise. The game is fun, I guess, kind of quest-wise. But other than that, this other stuff just turns you off from the game. And it definitely was turning me off from the game. Each and every time I just kept going through different story plots and stuff, I was just getting, like, taken out of the experience of the game. The last thing I do want to say is most of the chicks on this game look like dudes. I kept mistaking most chicks on this game for dudes. The cuts they had, the looks that they had, they were so rugged. You couldn't make the distinction of a dude and a women on this game. You really couldn't until half the time they start talking about, oh, that's a female in the game. You really couldn't tell too much, and it was just like downright just terrible, as you can see in these pictures right here. And then if you look at another picture that I put up, you'll see a created character that looks like a female. You actually get to see and make your own female character looks like a female. She looks like a simple female, basic. She's pretty. She's not over the top looking. She's very like, standard looking, and that's pretty cool. Your guy is standard looking depending on how you want to make him as well. But anyway, that's my gripes about the game. I'm pretty sure that you have your own opinions about the game. Drop them in the comments below. If you don't feel this way, drop them in the comments below. Get this video a like, and if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If not, that's fine. Just leave a like, leave a comment below. This is Kill Lancer. We got more videos coming up.